Hey, lovely. All right, everyone. I think we are fabulous. Okay, so hello to everybody who has joined just now, and a very warm welcome to all of you. We are coming back after a break, and I've almost forgotten how to do these sessions, but here we go. So today, this is a very cute topic that we have, the topic being magic. Magic. And all of us sit in different, in different zones on different days as to whether we believe in magic or we don't believe in magic. So just getting through to that one, as in when we were children and we had these magic tricks being performed for us by a magician. Yeah. How amazing we used to feel. How amazing we used to, feel that, like, oh, wow, how did this happen? This fellow, this magician is something else. He's not human. He's got all these amazing, magical things happening. And what an amazing world if this could happen to us also. There was such a thing that we had complete faith in whatever he was doing. We had complete trust in him. And that's why we believed in magic and in whatever he was doing. And then as we became older, we began to find out that, this is really not a magical thing that he's doing, but these are just tricks. He's able to move his hands quickly. He's able to do something or the other. And that is where all of that magic is coming from. And as we begin to figure that out, we then begin to lose our faith in the magic and in the magician. We begin to lose our faith. Now, when somebody does a magic trick for us, the one thing that we want to do is to catch him, is to try and figure out how the hell did he do this? He is pulling wool over our eyes. How is this happening? This is not real, mind you. This is not real, so it can't be happening. So definitely this person is up to something. And then we come to a place called energy. All of us here have come to this place called energy. When energy begins to happen, just somebody saying, what is it? It's just somebody saying, wow, you are looking so something. No, this is just that you are having withdrawal symptoms. You haven't seen me for a while, and that's why I'm looking extra special. I see it. So anyway, so now we go back to the place of magic. Yeah. Then, as we don't believe in magic, and as we don't, we know that these are all just tricks being played by somebody who's very good at the speed of their hands, then we come to this energy space. And when we come to the energy space, we even start to see, when we were young children, what did we do? We actually believed in magic from the frequency of trust. We really thought that that was happening. We didn't have a filter for truth and a filter for lies. We believed. We believed. We hadn't so far gotten into the earth qualities of mistrust and fear. And we sat and watched some magical tricks, and we believed. Whatever that person did, we believed. When we look at it from the energy perspective, can you see that our energy was that of complete trust? Complete trust. And so every time some magic was shown to us, we would be filled with so much joy and so much glee. And then from that space, we would clap our hands and wait for the next magic to happen. The frequency of trust at play. Then, as we get older, and now we do not believe in magic anymore, now what's happening? Now what's happening is whenever somebody mentions the word magic or that the world is magical, we immediately begin to look at places as to how to burst that bubble. We actually even have a term for it. We tell people, no, you've got rose-colored glasses on. Smell, wake up and smell whatever it is that you need to smell. Wake up and smell the shit, or wake up and smell whatever, the roses maybe, but not really. We are always trying to look at how to burst that bubble and bring ourselves and somebody into reality. Even when something beautiful is happening, we are always, either we are holding our fingers like this, saying, oh, I hope this doesn't burst. I hope that this magical moment continues. So we've crossed our fingers from what space? You look at the energy space of it. We know that this is not going to last. And if we know this is not going to last, we are fearing that it will end. If we are fearing, then we are just fearing. And from that space, we are just so sure, we are so sure that magic cannot last, that magic cannot be. And so we start to look at everything through the eyes of mistrust. Mistrust, that is what we play in. Mistrust and fear. They go hand in hand. If I believe this magic, I will be vulnerable. I might even be considered stupid for believing in magic. Magic is something that only children believe in. We grown-ups know that there is no such thing as magic. Many of you have been with me at MPFY for a long time to know that everything that I speak is not what I believe in, and I live in magic every day. I live in magic every day, and actually now, so many of you have already witnessed in everyday living the magic that exists. We witness it, we notice it. And when we notice the magic even more, what begins to happen? Magic. Magic starts to play out a little bit more, a little bit more. And that's all there is to it. When I trust the magician, and this time around, as a so-called adult who has been conditioned, but this time, when I decide to take my needle off mistrust and put it on trust. When I put the needle on trust and say, I believe in magic. I believe in magic. What is going to happen? Your belief system is what creates your reality, your frequencies, and then all of this subconscious talk that happens that, yeah, you want to believe in something, but there is a subconscious program saying that, no, mistrust is what keeps me safe. Then you don't trust. You want to trust, but you don't trust because mistrust. I need locks. I need this. I need something to protect myself. And from that space, even though you want to trust, but here is all of this subconscious program sitting in you that mistrust or fear keeps you safe. And so again, these days, what I've started to do is not just look at frequencies, but also point you towards some of these programs that you might be holding in terms of the subconscious. How do you believe in things? A very easy way to find out if you have children and you want to find out whether you believe in this program or not, just watch what you say to your children. Do you tell them you can trust the entire universe, or do you tell them you've got to be careful? Well, what is it that you say to your children are actually all your programs, all your belief systems that are playing out for you. Everything that you believe in is going to come up to give advice to somebody else, so you can easily figure out what these subconscious programs are. Now, you tell us to trust. How can that be? We are living in a world filled with crime and this and that and war and hate. How can we trust? Well, here it is. said, wherever you put your finger on, that is the part that you are creating for yourself. Who is the magician at all times? Well, the universe. But whose instructions is the magician acting on? The entire universe is acting on your instructions. Your entire universe constantly acting on your instructions. And so, as you look at this magic that is being created on a daily basis, everything is magic. When was the last time that you observed something magical? When was the last time that you observed something magical? Put it down on the comments, and I want to read into those comments. When was the last time that you observed something magical happen to you? And just give us a little bit of the story, and we would love to read that part of it. Because as I said just now, whatever magic you put your finger on, that is the one that is going to manifest for you. If you put all your trust on mistrust, can you see? If you put all your trust on mistrust, then that's where the magic will play out. Magically, so many people who are resonating at that frequency of mistrust, all kinds of crooks and thieves and everything magically will appear in your life. Why? Because that is where you have decided to put your trust in. Even mistrust is where you put your trust in. Let's read a few things. Okay. When recently in Delhi, I requested you. So Megha says, when recently in Delhi, I requested you to put your hand on my back as guided, and my shooting back pain vanished, and it hasn't come back at all. This is Megha's experience of the magic that she has just experienced. Let's see what we have. Any more people who have at all witnessed magic any place? Let's talk to them. Let's hear what their magic is all about, or if they have witnessed any magic at all. Anybody else who wants to talk about magic? No? No one else? I see there are a few people out there, but no one wants to talk about magic. Okay, then let me talk about magic. Last month was a little financially tight month for me, and when I received a guidance saying money aap ho na, every time I've been receiving some Diwali bonus covers, etc. Says Malika. Okay, so there you go. So that is your magic that you saw. Anybody else who wants to write about the magic that they have witnessed at all? Darshan. Go ahead, Darshan. You want to speak or you want to write or what?
Yeah. So basically, I have been creating books. You are aware from Navratri onwards,
Yeah.
Diwali to AI.
Yes.
And the magic thing happened when I created your story. I picked up those 5 lines Diwali wishes of last year. And every time I have been creating books, now the illustrator which I'm using, the AI tool, plays some gadbad, matlab some illustration comes, or when I put to say one page illustration is missing. But it was a sheer magic when I created the story with your name and all on just one button and the whole story as it is. Pura ka pura. Matlab, according to Varna, my lot of energy goes just to correct the illustration. And I tried with you the first time कि आपका मैंने वो children's book से I took your photo, Maniji's photo, and I asked कि भाई create a small 6-year-old and it created beautiful touching story for kids, and I really loved it. So beautiful. And now I want to create such more. And अभी आप आज मैजिक बोल रहे तो मेरा माइंड में दौड़ रहा है कि मैजिक की
Wonderful.
3-4 बुक्स बन जाएगी. थैंक यू
Magic
माफा.
stories ban jayegi. Wonderful. All right. And Aarti writes, I had a magical moment when I could climb 600 steps and no pain in the knees, which was paining earlier. This was in Hampi. when she was visiting the Hanuman temple. And so how amazing it is that a few people have shared what their magic has looked like. Is there anybody else that we should wait for? Anybody else writing in? We give it 1 or 2 minutes and then we move forward. I'm just waiting for people. If somebody wants to speak about the magic, they can do so just as Darshan did. And just raise your hand and I will let you speak as well in case you are.
Yeah, I would like to speak, Meme.
Yeah, who's this?
This is Ritika.
Hi, Ritika. Just give me a
Hi.
second. I'm trying to include you as क्या कहते हैं उसको? As I don't know why you're not appearing.
I'm off video.
Oh, acha, you're off video. Okay, fine, Ritika. Go ahead. Tell us.
This was October and it was Dad's birthday.
Yeah.
And I just had a thought, like, just a previous week that how about I go to Delhi? Okay, just like a surprise. And the very next day in my mailbox, there was a invite for a design conference
Mm-hmm.
in Delhi.
Mm-hmm.
So there it was, and I booked my tickets. And that's it.
Absolutely. And magically you landed up in Delhi. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All magic only. Absolutely. Okay. So those were some of the stories of magic. Vandana says, my asthmatic bronchitis vanished after our Hampi trip. Lots of love and gratitude. Absolutely. How beautiful is that? Dr. Vanda Mehta says, bronchitis vanished after the Hampi trip. So this is what happens when you play in these frequencies, that's why people want to come with me to all these trips, because what is the frequency that we get on when we are at these places? We're not looking to solve these problems. We haven't put our attention onto these problems, but when it just happens on its own, that's what we call magic. That's what we call magic. Somebody says, my hand got burnt while cooking, and there I surrendered to money to take care of the pain, and tada, I never felt the pain. Else, every burn that I got earlier would stay for 2 to 3 days. That is Akshita speaking to us about her hand burning and then money taking away that burnt pain altogether. Malika wants to speak. So go ahead, Malika. What's the story?
Hi, Mimi. Last 10 days, my
Yeah.
dog Valentine
Yeah.
was diagnosed with stage 3 hip dysplasia suddenly.
Okay.
So, I've been working on myself first because that is what you have told me, that I am too attached to him.
Yes.
So I worked on myself, and then I did. Thankfully, like in our Jaipur trip, you had mentioned about doing that webinar with Meenal and journaling with Meenal and Mani on healing, and I've been doing that, and I see a beautiful um, decline in his limp. He's been limping all of a sudden, and I see a beautiful decline in the limp. And more than that, that is the external thing. More than that, I am at peace with whatever he has chosen.
Fabulous.
So I thank you so much for this miracle that has happened in me.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, absolutely. So again, we get a few more we get a few more instances of magic that are happening. Now to move into the magic as we wish to see it, as we wish to talk about it. Can you see that each of you who has talked about magic, talked about something that happened a few weeks ago, a few months ago, just last week, and everything. However, when you look at yourself every single day, I'm sitting and talking to you. Where am I sitting? Where are you sitting? Can we notice the magic in this? Everything that we call technology. Do we understand all of the technology? No, we don't. For us, when cell phones first came out, it was pure magic. We used to be amazed at the magic that it was. However, when it started to happen every day and it became so common, we forget that it's magical. We forget. When a baby is born and learning to do things, it's total magic. Just even watching that little one, grow every day and pick up a new skill and begin to do things. And that is who we all were. But today, when we move our hands and legs and eyes, and can you even imagine how many things have to happen together for me to be looking at the screen, talking to all of you, moving my hands, blinking my eyes, forming my sentences? Magical. Every moment of ours is magic. It is filled with magic. We just don't notice it. That's all there is to it. If we begin to look at everything through the eyes of wow. Remember, there's an assignment over there in EM30 and it gets forgotten all the time. But really, that's all there is to be able to notice magic. Wow, isn't that amazing? Isn't this amazing? Isn't that amazing? Can we say this 10 times, 15 times in a day to ourselves? Absolutely. We can, because there's magic all around us, in the smallest of things, in the biggest of things. You look at a rose flower, the smell that every rose flower has, that same amazing smell. Isn't that magic? You look at a plant of, a rose plant, and you look at another rose plant, the flowers are exactly the same shape. Isn't that magic? That anywhere in the world, you look at the sea, the same kind of trees are growing around the seas. Yes, you can say, oh, that's how it is designed. But in every design itself, either you can say, this is what we were talking about, either we can say there is no magic, or we can say everything is magic. We can belong to both of those places and somewhere in the middle as well. So when you only notice something magical every once in a month, what is it that you are doing? You are coming into the frequency of amazement every once in a month. Can you come into that frequency of amazement, of complete joy, as if, this is the universal magician out there. Money is performing for you every moment. Anything happens to us, our back is hurting, then immediately if we sit down and we receive guidances saying, oh, like, okay, Mats is here, Mats ko bolo haath rakhegi, and that is magic being shown to you. But while I'm the tool for that magic being shown to you, what is the frequency that has just been tuned into by you? The frequency of wow. The frequency of wow. Isn't this amazing? Oh, Mats just put her hand on me. My back got better. Mats did this. Mats wasn't even here. She, I just tuned myself into that energy. And this got better and that got better. Yeah, those are things that you notice. But now, can you begin to notice some other stuff as well? The everyday stuff that holds magic already, but we have become blind to it. When we've become blind to it, why is it that I want you to even open your eyes to it? This is so normal. Technology, it's so normal. Sitting in front of a computer and being able to talk world over. Now it's so normal. It's so normal. Which is the frequency of, the frequency of boredom. Yeah, everything is just, it's just technology. It's just, this is the way it's meant to be. This is the design. A rose is a rose. By any other name is still just a rose. It's just how it is meant to be. Or find the magic in it. The more you are able to turn your finger towards magic, the more you put your focus on magic, the more the magic will play for you. That's just as simple as the equation can get. The frequency of wow, the frequency of amazement, the frequency of this complete joy and, dancing with joy because, oh my God, how did this happen? How did this happen? These are all your magical stories. The story of, oh, it only took 5 minutes. It normally takes me a couple of hours. How did this happen? Oh, well, you can even start to look at, oh my God, AI. How did this happen? How, we are right now, all of us, in the initial spaces of AI. And so every time somebody uses AI and creates something, I am always amazed. Like, oh my God, really? AI can do this too? But I know that in a few months, in a year or two, we will all be just, it'll just be passe. Yeah, okay, AI did this. Yeah, this is just AI generated. But can you even see how magical it is that AI can generate all of this amazing stuff that otherwise would take so long for somebody to design, for somebody to get into? So many people would be involved. You don't have the skills. Sometimes you wouldn't even be able to do those things because you don't have those skills. But isn't this magic? Just as at a point in time, internet was magic. Just at a point in time, a computer was magic. So now we are in this day and age that we do take those things for granted, don't find the magic in them. We don't find the magic in us. We are totally magical. You know, if you look at all of these programs about breaking habits and everything, it's amazing that you can break all of these habits and programs in just 21 days. You just have to put your focus on it and then they can break. And we are not even talking about frequency shifts at that point in time. Just purely putting your attention to something, breaking that program and going into a new place. Then we are powered with the Meenal frequencies. Each one of us over here is powered with the Meenal frequency. Total magic. Have you seen these kind of things happen that outside, things are falling apart and you are now able to sit in joyfulness, in peace, in masti, no matter what's happening outside? That is pure magic. Pure magic. And you are not just witnessing it, you are participating in it. You are now awarely creating it. You are the magician, and you are able to look at things that you created otherwise and now change that, and you are able to create something else. Pure magic. If you can see this magic and be in a wow space, so many different times in a day, bring yourself to that space. Bring yourself to that space, because when you lead life as, yeah, okay, fine, Meenal frequency, yeah, I did this, but I wanted this outcome and that didn't happen. Immediately, you've moved out from the magical space, put your finger on some outcome. Maybe that outcome happened, maybe it didn't. Yeah. Sometimes when it happens, you're able to go, wow, but it's for a short time and then you'll forget. But if you're reminding yourself again and again, then not to put the finger, you never know what the magician is going to spring out of his hat, whether it's going to be a rabbit or it's going to be something else or it's going to be a glass of water. We never know. We are just sitting in awe. We are not creating outcomes. We are sitting in awe at how beautiful the magician, the tricks are. That's all that we are sitting in. Can you see now what we do? When we begin to believe in magic as adults, we also start to tell the universe, this is the magic I need to see. I have this pain, it needs to get better. I have that, it needs to happen. But when you haven't put your finger on that outcome and that happens, how much joy that brings you. Now begin to sit in that space 10 times in a day, at least. At least. That is where all of the healing that you have witnessed so far, that's where it's happening from the frequency of amazement, from the wow frequency. So yeah, and then the more you create it, the more it begins to happen. Okay, let's look at some other. Let's see what Triveni wrote. Each and every morning in your frequency, in awareness, it gives magic. See? Well, yesterday in doing the MRI machine, first fear appeared for 2 seconds, and I started telling, I am Meenal, the universe is playing in my favor, and hug you tightly, and I slept in the MRI machine. The MRI machine's music. I was dancing. It was becoming a dancing part for me. How beautiful that even while she was in the MRI machine, she could actually look at the magic, witness the magic, observe the magic, grow the magic. Shilpa Patange writes, Kartik Purnima ke din, evening, Lalita Sahasranam Stotram कर रहे थे, 2 आवर से बैठे थे, 1 आवर बाकी था। मेरे पैर में बहुत क्रैम्प्स आ रहे थे, उठ नहीं सकती, मुझे सहन नहीं हो रहा था। तब मैंने ओम मणि चैंट किया और मेरे क्रैम्प्स गायब। और अर्चना कर रहे थे, तब माँ आप मुझे दिख रहे थे। ओम मणि, wonderful. So yeah, as I said, how beautifully Triveni wrote about her experience in the MRI machine, and that's how beautiful this is. Total magic. This is total magic to be able to feel something sort of, MRI machines are meant to give you fear and nervousness and anxiety and all of that. And guess what it gave to her? Isn't that magic? Absolutely. That is the magic. And can you notice it? Absolutely. And when you notice it, the universe, the magician, money, the magician, will completely keep showing you more and more of that. Just don't put your finger on something that, oh, this is the outcome that I want the magic to look like. The minute you do that, you are no longer in the wow frequency, no longer in the wow frequency at all. You are then sitting in lack and worry and anxiety and everything, fear, but not in magic frequencies. So how easy it is to be in the Meenal frequency and then keep being an observer of the magic that is playing out on us every single day. Wonderful. Any questions? Does anybody else want to ask anything? Anyone wants to share? Okay. Your presence in our lives is a magic in itself, and you notice it so late. It is also pure magic that we are coming in awareness and taking the finger within in Meenal frequency. Yes, if you can understand that it is magic, then each time then you do that, then end this whole exercise that you do with, wow, isn't this amazing? Each time that you do the smallest of the releases, end this with, wow, I even know a process to shift my frequency. Such an amazing, easy process. Wow, isn't that amazing? And that would put you, as I've been telling you now for the past few weeks, it would put you a little bit more into Meenalness, into this frequency of joyfulness, into this place of masti a little bit more, when we can observe all the magic that is playing out for us at every point in time. Not just the things that we want to happen, so many times, even that which we don't want to happen. Can we see the magic in that? When you begin to look at it and see what manifested it, a disease that you have, a problem that you have, something, what manifested it? Your energy. Isn't that magical? That something that you hold, something that you cannot see, can keep creating your life one after the other, one after the other. It can keep creating your life in every moment. That is purely like, it's wow, it's magical. And now you're able to see it, point it out, get your finger on it. What created this? And then to be able to shift it. Pure magic. Every single day. Pure magic. Now begin to notice it. Notice it. Sit with it. Remind yourself of the magic magic that you are creating every moment. Remind yourself. When you say, I release my anger and I take energy from Meenal, what would Meenal feel like? What would Meenal be like? Meenal would be smiling and laughing and, something. Okay, then sit in that space. And then when you are done changing your frequency, when you have a little smile on your face, wow, isn't this amazing? Because it is. It truly is. Now, remind yourself. The more you remind, the more you sit in these frequencies, the more magic is observed. The more magic is created, the more magic is observed. Okay, everyone, really such a push these days from money. So much of a push to change your frequency, to change your frequency. Not just from the space of I take energy from Meenal, but being in it, stabilizing, keeping yourself in it, in awareness, prolonging that experience, that frequency. That is where the magic belongs, and that is where money is really, 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 really pushing us into. For all of us who are coming to Jaipur, there are many of you who are coming to Jaipur. Actually, that's all that entire meditation, 4 hours of meditation session is all about. It'll take you, it'll just purely take you into the knowledge of your body, the knowledge of your body. And then the second day is all about magic. The second day is all about tuning into this place. All right then. Okay, everybody. So now let's move into some meditation. Take a deep breath in and exhale. A deep breath in and exhale. Letting yourself loose. Just a deep, calm breath in. Forgetting everything. This world outside doesn't exist. Right now, just me and my breath. All your awareness onto the breath. And as you sit in this extreme space of calm and peace, listening to my voice, starting to zone out from everything around you and zoning in only into this frequency. I am Meenal. I am Meenal. I am Meenal. I take energy from Meenal. I am Meenal. I am Meenal. And now, in this space of being Meenal, imagine yourself as a beautiful butterfly filled with colors. All your frequencies are just colors. So you're filled with many different colors. But it makes for a beautiful butterfly. This butterfly has gone through, has done her time as a cocoon. It's done. Now it's simply this free little beautiful flying butterfly. Wherever you wish, you can fly. From flower to flower, imagine yourself just simply going from one experience to another experience to another. And that's how the butterfly is, going from one flower to another, sitting for a while and moving on to another experience, here, there, everywhere. कितनी चंचल, कितनी मस्त ये butterfly. Feeling that lightness in your heart, that you can fly, you can be whoever, whatever you wish to be inside. You can be joyful, peaceful, filled with masti, filled with trust and faith in an entire universe that only belongs to you. This is your universe, your rosy universe that you are exploring and being a part of. There is nothing in this universe that you are resisting. There is nothing that you are running away from. Simply a beautiful, free butterfly. And as you hop from one flower to another, you notice this other butterfly coming to play with you. Mani is here, making his presence felt as this other butterfly. And together, the two of you do a little dance, acknowledge each other's presence, running round and round, flying around each other, noticing, being together in total masti. You do a little play, and he's there with you as you play a little bit more. This frequency of masti and the frequency of guidance playing together as two butterflies. This is you, being guided by Mani. Watch now as both the butterflies sit right next to each other. And as you are noticing these two butterflies, the two of them are coming together, integrating in one another. You, the masti. You, the guidance. Meenal masti is you. Mani guidance is you. And this beautiful butterfly now glowing from this ray of light, this guidance that belongs to it, that masti that belongs to it, shining through, no longer belonging to this earth. This beautiful butterfly is now divine. This beautiful being, this butterfly, this you, is now divine. The only thing that separates you in a normal body to this divine self of you is awareness of guidance and awareness of masti. When you are aware of your own masti and you are able to follow your beautiful guidance, you are divine. This is all about you. The butterfly is none else but you. Now watch this butterfly come and settle on your heart. In your closed eyes, you can see this beautiful butterfly, the essence, the divine essence of you, now coming and sitting in your heart space. And as it settles over there, you can see the beautiful colors, this bright, shiny ray of butterfly spreading through your entire body, going wherever it is needed. This beautiful light, shiny colors of the butterfly, all about faith, all about guidance, all about surrender, all about masti, all about letting go. These frequencies that were in the butterfly are now spreading through your body. Wherever you wish to take them, whichever part of your body you wish to take these frequencies of masti to, simply in your aware self, make the intent to take them there. Just make the intent and it will happen. I wish to send these beautiful energies of the butterfly to my stomach. Just that way, make the intent. Whatever frequencies you have stored in body parts can easily be replaced with your amazing intents. You can do this meditation at any point in time, replacing your frequencies with the butterfly frequencies of joy, masti, surrender, and faith. Om Mani, Om Mani, Om Mani. Enjoy this meditation. This is all about letting go of your frequencies and simply coming into some more wow frequencies. That's all there is to it. The more you are in these wow frequencies, the more outside world begins to reflect some wow, some more wow. Okay, everyone, lots and lots of love. Let's
Thank you.
to
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank
Lots of
you.
love to all of you. My
Love you.